Hey guys, it's Mike with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. It's been a little bit. I've been enjoying my beta testing of GodForge. I've been in that game almost 24/7 since it launched, just having a good time over there. Got a bunch of legendaries on the account and just having fun. It's going to be a fun game. I can't wait. But getting back to business on the King Arthur front. They did launch this back on August 7th. I didn't catch it. I was just jumping in here to see what was going on with the upcoming update, but we do not have any announcements in that space. But we do have a couple cool things to go over today. The first one is they are actually going to be expanding the number of hearts from 100 to 150, which I think will be, you know, as far as there's quite a few people that are hitting 300 hearts right now. So it's going to give them the opportunity to kind of expand out and add some difficulty there. I do think the problem with that is the people that are hitting 300 have probably already got Arthur's Frost and Storm relics, so I don't know that it's gonna be necessarily a benefit coming in there. But they did say down here they might be bringing in Lagartha's Storm relic shards, so they might be replacing those. So I don't know if that's what you have the potential of getting after you get those shards from the Storm and Frost relic for Caliber and Arthur, or if they're gonna cycle that in as a third option. So that's just something. Every time they bring in an extra option, though, unfortunately, it's just going to take a lot more time to get back to whichever one you're trying to build. I think I am going to get the Storm relic this time around. I thought it was ending this time, so I was kind of a little bit sad because I was like, oh, I got to wait till the next cycle around. But we're doing one more on Caliber and Arthur's Storm, so I should be able to get that fragment that I need to be able to pull that, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we're either going back to the Frost relic or moving over to Lagartha's Storm relic, so that'll be something interesting to find out. Or next time the Storm relics roll around, maybe that's what I'll have an opportunity to get instead, seeing how I've already summoned his Storm relic. But we also need to enhance them, so potentially you want to keep getting shards. I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably going to be a cycle thing, so probably be a little bit longer before we get back to the Frost relic. The other bit of cool news we got coming on is on the equipment dungeons. It doesn't specify power-up dungeons, powerful equipment, but they're moving from a current 10 floor level to 12. And they're going to introduce 3 new equipment sets will be added. So in one of my previous videos, I talked about bringing in vigor, bringing in accuracy and resistance. So that could be kind of fun, or they might be completely new equipment sets. I mean, we'll find out as far as that goes. But obviously, they're going to be new to farming minimum, let alone potentially new sets. But we're going to be moving in from 10 floors to 12. Hopefully, that's also in the power-up dungeon, not just in the equipment dungeons. But we'll find out. We'll find out. But I mean, I think both of those things are pretty exciting as far as expansions on the game. I am hopeful we're still getting a new character in 2 days or after tomorrow's reset by the time this video uploads. You know, fingers crossed, we'll find out. But we don't have any communication in that space as far as what's going on. But even playing GodForge as much as I have been logging in the game every day, just stacking up resources. This is the off week between resets, so you know there's not a lot to do, but I've been getting some gold on the account, making sure I'm going through my daily activities, doing the clan war. So, you know, just kind of staying on top of all the goodies there. Have been stacking up some resources, so we'll go ahead and do some summons. We've got some pieces. We got this from the Forbidden Dungeon there, so we might as well pull that while we're sitting here breathing. Let's see what we get. It is guaranteed to be a legendary flame, and that is Clarisen's. I think that's what she starts with. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what the one she starts with. So we'll see about whether or not that's new on the account or not. And then we have this guy here, which is a shot in the dark for hope there, but that's all right. And then we got 24 of these guys. It's been a minute since I've done a video of summoning, so stack these guys up, hopefully get some rares in here. We did not, but we got all these guys as far as uncommon and common, so we'll get those guys moving forward as far as upgrades and so forth. A lot of goodies on the account, so I'll get those pulled and whatnot. We've been stacking up the rate up summons, so we're ready for a new character if one is ready to launch. We do have 2 10 pulls on the flame relics there, as well as 58. We'll probably just go ahead and make that 60, get those on the account as well. So let's head over into Lake Avalon and get that done. So let's start out with those flame relic pulls. We're 37 away from pity, so we're not going to quite hit it just now, but maybe we don't need it. We might get lucky. We'll see about that. That is one thing about the GodForge game right now. Because it's an alpha test, we don't get that kind of extra excitement, the extra dopamine coming from summons. But when you get that drop, it feels really good. You're pretty excited to get new stuff on the account. But we got a couple things we can get upgraded and moving forward. Let's see what we can get on this one here. We did get Clarison's, and she is a damage dealer, so that is somebody that would be worthwhile to upgrade their relics, assuming you're using that character. So not too shabby. 2 rares on that one. We got Ralph, we got Anguish, so not too bad. And let's, I jumped all the way out there. Let's jump back in here. And do we have a 10 pack? We do have a 10 pack. Let's warm up our luck here and see if we can get a rare. On this, everything we pull is just going to be fragments for the shard shop, but that's okay. We got a couple uncommons there, but nothing to write home about. I keep hitting that arrow going all the way out. And then we're going to go into the special summons. That's actually going to be our crystals. I have stacked up crystals since my bonehead mistakes and spending 7,000 crystals to upgrade the, what was it, the forge or something for an extra 4 days. I've already got the other one done, so it's like, what a bonehead move. I could have 15,000 crystals on my account right now, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and pull 60. We're 18 away from pity, so we're guaranteed to get at least one. If we do get Lancelot to chivalry level 8, we're going to be pulling him off the list, and as each of these guys get to level 8, well, they'll be coming off the list. So hopefully we can get a little bit lucky here and get 2 legendaries with our 60 pulls, but it will, you know, we're only guaranteed one with the pity structure, so maybe we can do it just a little bit better. Nothing to write home about here. We got 2 rares. Let's see, we got a Urians. And yeah, I need to move some gear around to get some better scores on my Hall of Conquerors. Haven't quite done it yet. Oh, this is guaranteed. We're 18 away from pity. Of course it's gold. I was very excited. Maybe we get 2. But yeah, so I need to kind of still do that and get that done. We got 1 gold there. Let's see who it is. Is it Lancelot? Steadfast Sword. Yes, it is. That is awesome. That gets us to chivalry level 8. We can switch up our wish list. That'll be pretty good. Let's see who we're going to bring in instead of Lancelot, because that does bring him up to chivalry level 8. I'm not entirely sure what the right move is here. I'm thinking either Gilroy or Bedivere, because I think Lagertha chivalry level 5 opens up her old kit. We're just getting stats after that. I'm trying to think who else we use frequently. Always good to have a damage dealer. I feel like I'm using Gilroy more than I'm using Bedivere these days. Vivian getting her to chivalry level 8 might not be a bad thing. Maybe we'll go Vivian. We're going to go Vivian. That might not be the right choice. Let me know what you would do. I'd be curious to know in this space, like, who you'd have on your list as far as who you try to get going to chivalry level 8. Who are you using? How are you prioritizing it? But we're going to go with Vivian because I don't think that's a bad choice. I think her kit does open up on the 8th chivalry. In fact, let's go take a peek and see. I'm going to grab Gilroy here. Our next chivalry, we're getting a reduced cooldown. And then we get some stats, and then at the start of battle, 100% chance to grant each ally acidic humors. Deals additional damage 1 time if the target has recovery disruption. Damage 50% of attack. 100% chance to charge all allies' attack age by 10%. So that's not too bad. I think really for him, I'd be looking to get the stats on attack and damage, but that does seem like it would be helpful. Stacking up some of these guys too, that's pretty good. I will say it is a breath of fresh air looking at the kits of the champions in Godforge. Like, I feel like I understand them. I feel like the cooldowns are there. I feel like it's kind of neat with the way they have the different pieces going for the ultimates and the initiative versus speed. I do find these kits to be incredibly complex. By the time you throw the 10 chivalries on here, by the time you throw the abilities on here, by the time you throw the passives, and then you put in all of the cooldowns on the passives, it's really hard to know who's doing what and when they're doing it. So half the time, I think that's one of the reasons that Arena is such a struggle for me in this game, is it's just a lot. It's just so much to try to put together all the time. But maybe I just need to spend more time focusing on it and paying attention. It just seems like every time I get my feet under me and I think I know what's going on, I find out something new, or I'm learning about a new cooldown I wasn't paying attention to. But that is kind of interesting. Bedivere, let's take a peek at his chivalries and see what we got going on. Attack and HP, attack, defense and attack, and then after an ally attacks, this hero has crit damage increase, deals additional damage to all enemies 1 time. So that's going to be pretty beneficial as well. And then if we go over to Vivian, We got some HP, we got some attack and defense, and then when attacking, 100% independent chance to grant winding waves and defense increase 2 to each ally except yourself for 2 turns. So the defense increase 2 is pretty good. Winding waves, I say winding, winding waves is considered a dot. So that's actually an extra dot damage going on there. So I think Vivian is probably the right choice for me. We're going to keep her in there, get back in Lake Avalon, and maybe get one. Get us a copy of Vivian. So there she is. We got 30. We're gonna pull 40 or 56 away from pity. So let's see if we get a little bit lucky here. Not gold yet. We're gonna see if we get lucky. Oh, I do find sometimes you get that gold. It almost feels like that back-to-back happens more frequently than it should. But you know, maybe my account's just a little luckier. But we do get some 3 rares on there. That's not too shabby. That'll give us some shards for the shard shop. Get us ready to start stacking those up. We can buy some legendaries in there. I think we're right around 1,500 or something like that. I have been buying that rate up summons every day, so that does chunk into me my tokens a little bit as far as that goes. So what do we got here? We got K, we got Boars, we got Kieran. Let's see about this guy here. We're getting gold. That's so awesome. I'm so happy we got one more than we were supposed to. That's my goal every time, is if I can just get one extra one. That's awesome. So we got 1 legendary, 2 rares. Do not follow in lots of foot. That's Iwarit. Awesome. So we got Iwarit. I think that's chivalry level 7, if I remember correctly, for my Iwarit. But yeah, that's going to be a big pull too. When we get her to 8, she'll be popping off the wish list also. So that is chivalry level 7 for her, behind my big old head. But yeah, we're good to go. Let's go for another 10 and see if we get lucky on this legendary pull right here. It still has a chance. No chance. All right. Well, we got 2 out of 60, and that is more than we can ask for. So that's pretty solid. We'll take that all day long. Get these guys converted into shards and get moving on. So that was a duplicate relic for me. I did already have the flame relic on the account, so we have the opportunity to engrave that at this time if we wanted to. We're going to sit tight for now, but not a bad one to go because she is a damage dealer. On Iwarit, let's take a quick peek at that chivalry. I'm in relics. Oh, now I'm all the way out here. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, there's my Iwarit. All right, there we go. Chivalry. Let's take a peek. We're getting defense and HP. That's going to make her a lot more durable, so we will take that all day long. Get that on her, and then she's one step closer to that black magic overload, which is going to be a pretty big win for her as far as the damage she's dealing and opening up her kit all the way. And then lastly, but not leastly, we got Lancelot. That's right, and we're going to go ahead and get this on. So when attempting to inflict dot, 100% chance to inflict lightning strike on this selected target for 1 turn. And on that lightning strike, it actually acts like a dot there with the 5% damage over time on each turn, and then also brings crit rate down by 5, so it's got a little extra going on there. So we're going to get that on Lancelot, so that's going to be a pretty big win for him. And he's up to chivalry level 8. From there we just have HP, effect resistance, and then defense and element compatibility. So we'll put him on the back burner till we get a lot more characters to chivalry level 8, then we'll start topping people off after that. But those extra chivalries we're getting on those characters can be a big win when you start getting their kits completely opened up. As far as the events go, I mean, it's been pretty standard as far as everything. The relic release, I honestly, the more I think about it, I think this was just kind of a miss. I think that there should be some other way besides crystals to get this on your account. And I don't know if it's completing a dungeon or doing something like earning tokens so that you can get it that way. I mean, I don't know, but to me, just 9,000 crystals and here you go. They might as well put it behind a cash paywall. I think it's kind of just weird, to be honest. On this guy here, I obviously haven't gotten the relic, so I haven't been able to level it up. The arena challenge completely maxed that out. There's a lot of goodies in the arena, and it's not too bad to run 30 battles. You do have to win them. All right, you gotta win them, but it's not too bad to run 30 battles. So I would highly recommend getting all those tokens in there because you can get stamina and you can get characters. There's a lot of good stuff in there. The stamina thing, I think you'd be hard pressed if you play the game every day not to complete this. I think I completed 2,000 plus in the first day, just picking up stamina and doing just the daily activities. So I mean, no big deal there. And then on the summer festival, the rewards there, got those completely dialed in. The rate up relic summons again is going to be behind that paywall. It's like, use the rate up relic. The only way to do it is crystals. So if you're going to pull 10, you pull 10, you get 2. You pull 20, you get that. Pretty self-explanatory. They're expecting you to pull 120, which would get you theoretically 2 copies of that, but it'd be 18,000 rubies to do that. If my math is mathing. It is kind of late, so if it's not, I apologize. But again, it's just one of those things, like I'm not going to support the event because I don't like it. I think it's a bad event. So it's just not something I'm going to be involved in. But at the same point in time, if I were more in game and I had nothing else to do on the account, I would be looking to get every little piece of anything that I could, just to make sure my account stayed maxed out. But I'm not there yet. I've got a lot of areas where I can grow my account, so it doesn't make sense for me to blow those resources on such a small item. We have gotten the Forbidden Dungeon completely done. I haven't gone back and see if I can get my minimal turns on the normal mode. I don't really know there was any real benefit to doing that. I'm not sure, like, getting higher up in the ranks, if I even got any rewards for it. So I don't know that it's even worthwhile, but it's kind of fun just to be like, hey, you got some bragging rights going on there. I did completely finish up the castle, completely finish up the mage tower, completely finish up the relic forge. That one cost me 7,000 crystals because I'm a bonehead, but outside of that, the castle and everything is completely done, which is pretty exciting. On, I think, the path to challenges, I think that's what this is here, gets you all the way, man, it's a long path to get all the way to the end here. Did I get, no, this isn't even it. I'm looking at something completely different. But one of these got all the way finished, as far as maybe Path of Lords, complete, final reward. I think this was it, path, there you go. Reach Lumberyard 2, yeah, so we did get this completely dialed in and got some those mastery memory stones there on the account. Pretty exciting. We're getting 96% of this is done. That's pretty exciting. I got to get a whole bunch of level 70s. So with my current strategy, that's going to be a little bit rough because I'm getting everybody to 68. So it might take me a little while to get this all the way done, but we will be getting some mastery memory stones on the account. What I did find out is this reward is the same as this reward, so I don't think you get both. I think it's just that is when you finish it, that's the last one, and that's the reward for it. I could be wrong there, but as far as Mastery Memory Stones, specifically on the Path of Lords, I don't think that I got 40, because I think the last reward was 20 here as well as up on the top. I'm pretty confident I did not get 40 of these when that happened, so I think that is just this reward as far as that goes. So that's kind of interesting there. I did go through, and it's probably a complete waste of resources, but I'm trying to just kind of maximize my account. So I've got 6-star awakening across the board as we move through here. Still working on getting all of my legendary 6-star, so I got Lot left over here, and I got Florentius. I think I just took up Claudius. I was waiting on that one there. So we got Lot, we got Florentius, and then we're going to start moving all of our 6-star rares. We're going to get completely awakened, as well as Kalik here. And then I did take all of my characters up to 5-star 50, and I've been trying to get them to 4-star awakening. So I'm gonna eventually get them to 5-star awakening, and then one by one I'll bring them into 6-star. But it's just kind of been a pet project of mine, just moving people up and then increasing my overall power ranking. Because there's actually some really good rewards in here as you start moving up. Like in my next tier I hit, I get 5 of these raid up summons, and then it kind of just keeps going on. But it goes all the way up to tier 80, seems pretty far. But I think they recently expanded that because some of these rewards are kind of new to the game, so maybe that's a new thing. But we get to keep moving on as far as that goes, so it's just, progress where we can make it. But I think that's about what I got for you today. Just kind of wanted to get in here, do some summons, get caught up, get ready for the new update that's coming out tomorrow night, which should be pretty exciting. And I'm hoping. The last one was a little lackluster, but they had like 5 or 6 in a row that were really good. So it's, you got to take the good with the bad. So hopefully we're not going to have another missed 2 weeks. But we'll find out for sure tomorrow night. But right now, still plugging away, just putting stuff on the account and get prepared for any such event that could come into the game. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time.